Rail Gregory. They were being followed then by one winding a run now was Joanne's Dream. Would he do J Flaming Fury and the 10-man, but Rail Gregory in front. Umara Nobby and Joanne's Dream trying to get to it. In front was Rail Gregory. Joanne's Dream's not going to pick it up, and Rail Gregory beat Joanne's Dream. Umara Nobby third. Next, would he do
Okay, 138 there. Let's now take you to Toowoomba. They've jumped away in the final race.
The run of the race. Rough Rose getting a nice run fourth. Mickey Tint settles a little better now as the speed quickens in fourth spot. Then Paris Lover Buzz on it. Gundy Flyers well back, and on its outside Pagan Rocks at the tail of the field. They make their way down past the 1,000, start to go up the hill, and Burson Scenic Ruler is rating this horse to a nicety, led by a couple of lengths to Rough Row. A half a length away the outside Go Euler, a length and a half to Mickey Tinks to settles better. Paris Lover's running fifth, and they've already dropped the rest off. They've got 4 lengths to Pagan Rock being ridden along to make ground, and is doing so. Then Buzzonic. And Gundy Flyers being pulled up. Something's gone amiss with it. Up the side now, and Scenic Ruler run off the track there. Scenic Ruler ducked out 3 wide. Rough Row got through with Scenic Ruler. Go Euler's out very wide. Paris Lover's starting to come into the picture. Mickey Tinks under the whip, and then Pagan Rock's made up good ground now. It is coming into the picture. Coming onto the home turn now. The leader was Rough Row from Go Euler. Scenic Ruler. Then Paris Lover behind them. Pagan Rock's into the picture. He's going right up on the rail, and Mickey Tinks behind those. Into the straight they come, and Rough Row shot to the lead. Go Euler in second spot, then Scenic Ruler, and Pagan Rock's right up on the rail. Rough Row in front. Pagan Rock gets the rails run. They're clear then of Paris Lover. Rough Row in front. Pagan Rock on the rail. Can't take the run, and Rough Row draws away again. Rough Row got away from Pagan Rock, and Rough Row wins it by a length and a half. Pagan Rock second, Paris Lover third, then Scenic Ruler. Mickey Tinks to pull like a dentist early, then Bazonic. Go Euler weakened very badly. It was the last to pull up, and Gundy Flyer was pulled up in...
5-3-10 there, race 7 at Toowoomba, 5-3 and a 10. Now
they're set, lights on. Racing. Grant's Law came out of the machine very quickly and went straight to the lead. Son of Viking began well, so did Land of Mine, and so did Call Me Sue. Fury's Law midfield in front of Showstopper, then 100 Carats, Triple Queen, and Double Cover was last when they reached the first bend. Grant's Law in front at the end of 300 metres. Leads by a length of a Son of Viking Trap Without Cover. Land of Mine's 2 lengths away third. A length and a half to Call Me Sue, a length and a half to Fury's Law. Then Showstopper, Triple Queen, 100 Carats, and Double Cover whipped them in as they ran around the 1,200 metres corner. The long odds-on favourite shows the way down the stretch the first time. Grant's Law leads by more than a length to Son of Viking, Wonderland of Mine on the rail. A length away, Call Me Sue, and Showstopper 3 deep now is tearing around the outside, going up to have a crack at the leaders. Fury's Law worse than midfield on the outside of Triple Queen. Then 100 Carats and Double Cover whipped them in at the 800 metres mark. Grant's Law leads in the run past that 800 metres peg. He's more than a length in front of Showstopper, now running to second. 2 lengths to Son of Viking, feeling the pinch. Land of Mine's on the rail. 2.5 to Call Me Sue. 1 to Triple Queen. 1 to Fury's Law. Then Double Cover and 100 Carats a drop back to the tail. Grant's Law in front at the 500 metres mark. His break more than a length over Showstopper. 2 lengths away came Son of Viking. Land of Mine losing ground. Then Call Me Sue and Fury's Law taken to the outside. Grant's Law a length and a half in front in the middle of the circle. Showstopper still trying hard, but Grant's Law's travelling comfortably. On the last bend, Grant's Law 2 in front again. Showstopper second, Son of Viking third. Then Call Me Sue and Triple Queen's on the rail, but Grant's Law's clear. Halfway down the running, Grant's Law in front of Showstopper, feeling the pinch. Triple Queen's running on at the end and will run the Quinella with the favourite. Grant's Law wins the money. Triple Queen second, Showstopper third. Then Son of Viking, Call Me Sue, 100 Carats, Double Cover. Fury's Law and Land of Mine was last of all. No time on the board, unfortunately.
Excuse me, please. Winning the start, Clorinda Bale, joined by Vanessa Bale. Bristream along the fence. Miss Too Cool out wide. Miss Too Cool raced a half in front of Vanessa Bale second. Third, excuse me, please, followed by Western Life. 2 Saucy Windmill from Bristream. Clorinda Bale well back. And last of all, Pace Merchant. Down the back, it's all Miss Too Cool. As out by 5 lengths on excuse me, please. The inside Saucy Windmill from Western Life and Vanessa Bale from Pace Merchant. Straightening up though, Miss Too Cool 3 in front. Excuse me, please, running a race. Miss Too Cool in front, and Miss Too Cool wins by a length on excuse me please. Fado third, the fast finishing Pace Merchant or Saucy Windmill, followed by Western Life, Vanessa Bale, Bristream, and last of all was Clorinda Bale.
5-1 a photo there, Penrith race 1. 5-1 a photo, possibly the reserve getting in for third.
Favourite one with Born British, all set. Go there racing now. Caught him okay. Rory's River wider out. Israelite Boy with the first pair to jump. Flight to Persia and Born British going fast early. Settling down. Born British railing through. Led from Flight to Persia. Wider out Rory's River. Asti Razika on the inside of Israelite Boy. A length and a half Blue Velvet down the side. Then Bell Hall, Prince Torino, Mighty Wonder, a length Apollo Warrior, and the outsider Chancellor last of all. At the 600 they travel. Born British a half on Flight to Persia. Asti Razika on the inside of Israelite Boy. Rory's River 3 wide. A length Bell Hall, followed to the home turn they run then by Prince Torino, Blue Velvet, Mighty Wonder, Apollo Warrior, and Chancellor back at the rear of the field. Around the corner, Born British is the leader from Flight to Persia. Asti Razika got out, then Prince Torino, Israelite Boy, Blue Velvet and Bell Hall at the 200. Born British the leader on the outside. Flight to Persia, Israelite Boy getting to them both now. Born British joined by Israelite Boy. Israelite Boy, Born British. Israelite Boy finishing better, poked his nose in front and got up. Israelite Boy beat Born British. Either Apollo Warrior or Mighty Wonder for third. They both flew. Then Prince Torino, Chancellor, Blue Velvet, Asti Razika gave nothing. Bell Hall and Rory's River well back in Flight to Persia, stopping to run last of all.
10-7 a photo there, race 7 at Ascot. We'll check third for you in a moment. Still a photo.
Racing. Perfect start. Seafield Cody towards the centre, shows early speed.
5-1-6 Penrith.
So too does Meadow Style, and Bamway is the widest runner. Just in behind them early, Next Castle, the outside Happy Connection, as Seafield Cody leads Bamway out of the straight. Racing a little bit deep is Rodney, followed by No Equal, fourth last. Second last early is Cheetah Baloo, and Barossa
All clear,
Baron
Penrith.
down third last and one off the fence. Out of the straight they race. The leader Seafield Cody, almost 4 metres to on the outside Bamway. Racing third Next Castle, fourth and 6 metres away Pleasant Vance. Up on the outside is Meadow Style of Happy Connection. No Equal is 8 metres away, trailed up by Barossa Baron. He's second last. Third last is Cheetah Baloo, and 6 metres away Rodney. Towards the 1400 metres they race. The leader Seafield Cody, almost 2 metres to on the outside Bamway. Third the leader's back Next Castle. Pleasant Vance has the cover on the outside, trailed up by Meadow Style. Then Happy Connection racing 3 back on the rail, and it's back in turn Cheetah Baloo. No Equal third last and 4 back on the outside. Second last is Rodney, and the outside Barossa Baron is last. In the straight they race towards the 1,000 metres, about 25 metres that cover the field, and the leader is Seafield Cody by 2.5 metres to on the outside Bamway. On the rail is Next Castle. Fourth on the outside is Pleasant Vance. From the rear in just a stride, Barossa Baron will pull to the outside. He's flushed out No Equal, who comes out in front of him now. In behind them came Happy Connection the inside, followed by Meadow Style, then Cheetah Baloo. Second last is Rodney. Third last and out 3 wide, No Equal, trailed up by Barossa Baron. Down the back at the 600 they race. The leader still Seafield Cody. He's had a nice run by 1.5 metres to Bamway. Next Castle, the leader's back. Pleasant Vance on a loose rein the outside. Meadow Style peels out 3 wide, so No Equal's out 4 wide. The favoured Barossa Baron is last. He'll have to go 6 wide on the final turn. Rodney between runners, followed by Happy Connection as Barossa Baron hops out of his gear on the top turn. He's broken Barossa Baron. He's out the back. Second last is Cheetah Baloo, but Seafield Cody broke away around the turn inside the 200, 3 metres in front of Bamway. No Equal pulls to the extreme outside, then Happy Connection, followed by Pleasant Vance. It's Seafield Cody at the 120 in front, 2 metres to Bamway. Well back is No Equal running home, but Seafield Cody at the 100 in front. Bamway tries very hard with Next Castle. Seafield Cody stopping, he's in front, and Seafield Cody wins by neck to Next Castle, who flew. Close up Bamway, out wide No Equal, then Cheetah Baloo, Pleasant Vance. In behind them Rodney, followed by Happy Connection, Meadow Style, and the favourites run Stone Motherless, Barossa Baron. Judge calls for the photo to race 1, Caduceus Club Cup. Photo call for. You'll find that Seafield Cody, I'm sure, number 4, driven by John Nicholson, has
Blue light flashing, they're off and racing, a good even start, and Thorate went straight to the lead, taken on by Rocket Jason. They were followed then by Turf Cutter, Bruce Scott. Active Air going up on the inside, being followed up then by Qatari Air. Von Luckner out wide from Astor Hanover, and 159 brought up the rear. The champion Thorate, the leader, as they cast a home turn astern the first time over Rocket Jason. They were followed by Overactive. On its outside was Bruce Scott, in behind it Turf Cutter deep on the track. Von Luckner followed then by Qatari Air. Second last was Astor Hanover, and 159 was last. They got 1400 left to travel as they make the run out of the straight, and Thorate the leader over Von Luckner. Rocket Jason down on the rail, being followed then by Overactive. On its outside was Bruce Scott, in behind them Turf Cutter. Astor Hanover was next. Qatari Air was second last, and 159 was last. Down the back they travel, and Thorate pacing beautifully out in front was a length to the good of Rocket Jason and Von Luckner together. In behind those was Bruce Scott on the rail. Overactive, followed then by Turf Cutter, Astor Hanover, Qatari Air, and last of all Von Luckner. 1100 out as they leave the back and make the run to the turn, and the leader was Thorate. Moving into second now was Rocket Jason. Von Luckner third on the outside of Overactive, followed then by Bruce Scott. Astor Hanover was next. The driver of Turf Cutter give it a cut with the whip to keep its mind on the job. Qatari Air second last, and 159 was last. Down to the judge they travel. A bell lap coming up this time, and the leader was Thorate over Rocket Jason. Now Turf Cutter settling down much better, going along with a good run. Qatari Air from Overactive. Von Luckner in behind them. Bruce Scott. Second last was 159, and Astor Hanover was last of all. They've got 600 left to travel in the Windsor Castle Hotel, free for all, and Thorate the leader over Rocket Jason. Next was Turf Cutter, followed then by Overactive. Qatari Air, a gap to Astor Hanover. Bruce Scott 159, and dropping to last was Von Luckner. Down the 400 peg they go, and Thorate has kicked away about 4 to the good over Rocket Jason. Overactive next. Turf Cutter has gone. Qatari Air running on a long way back to Astor Hanover from 159. Bruce Scott, and Von Luckner was last, but look at this fella go. Thorate, he's putting a gap in him. He turns the corner about 10 to the good of Rocket Jason and Overactive, but it's a cakewalk for the champion Thorate. He comes to the line and does it nicely. Thorate will win the money. Second Rocket Jason, third Overactive, followed in then by Turf Cutter or Qatari Air. Astor Hanover 159, Bruce Scott and Von Luckner last in. Well, get them officials, stand by.
Queen of Firma into 6 to 4, 250 on the TAB. Lights on, racing, Wild About Harry and Predecessor came out quickly. Tolemaki on the fence began well in front of Harley O'Quinn going through in the centre. Then Dicky Dido, Beauty Salon, Son of Steel, and Brother Bert was last into the first bend. Predecessor the first to the rail and led around the first corner with Tolemaki settling second. Harley O'Quinn's a length away third. Wild About Harry 3 deep and sliding up closer to the speed. Dicky Dido on the back of Wild About Harry. Brother Bert's on the fence. 1 to Beauty Salon and a length and a half to Son of Steel as they race past the tea trees the first time. Predecessor takes them down the back. 1600 left to run. Predecessor a half in front of Dicky Dido, who strides up into second spot. Tolemaki third behind the leader. Wild About Harry fourth, and Harley O'Quinn's now 3 back in the running lane. Brother Bird on the rail, then Beauty Salon and Son of Steel last at the 1400 metres peg. Lead time of very leisurely 37.8 as Predecessor crawls down the side of the track, leading by a length over Dicky Dido. 1 to Tolemaki locked up on the rail, a length away Wild About Harry. Brother Bert's on the fence inside of Harley O'Quinn. Beauty Salon second, last, and Son of Steel last, and there's little change in the order. Still it's Predecessor at the 1100 metres peg. 31.7 first split of the mile. Predecessor more than 1 in front of Dicky Dido, who's parked. A length away is Tolemaki on the fence. 1 to Wild About Harry, a length to Brother Bird on the rail. Then Harley O'Quinn, followed by Son of Steel and Beauty Salon 3/4 of a length away as they turn out of the straight. Little change in the order, no change in the order. They're at the 800 metres mark, and it's Predecessor a neat length in front of Dicky Dido. Tolemaki third, locked up behind the leader. 3/4 to Wild About Harry, then Brother Bert, Harley O'Quinn, Beauty Salon 3 deep, and Son of Steel at the rear. 33.1, that second quarter of the mile. The leader's been allowed grand larceny. Predecessor in front at the 500. He wanted to run away from the rail a little, led by a length to Dicky Dido. Tolemaki's got nowhere to go. Wild About Harry's peeled. Beauty Salon's gone up 4 deep. Then Brother Bert. Harley O'Quinn's in traffic and 2 lengths to Son of Steel. Predecessor ran the third quarter in a neat 30. Must be hard to beat if he's got any gas at all. Predecessor in front at the top of the lane from Dicky Dido. Then Wild About Harry and Beauty Salon's gone up 4 wide. Predecessor's under pressure. He's found absolutely naught. Wild About Harry grabbed him. Beauty Salon can't go on. Here's Son of Steel rocketing down the outside, but Wild About Harry wins. Wild About Harry from Son of Steel and Beauty Salon. Then Tolemaki, Brother Bert, Harley O'Quinn didn't give a yelp. Predecessor has walked in the early stages and walked home. A very ordinary effort. Dicky Dido was last.
864 race 2 at Albion.
And they're set to go. Ready, race 2 of the night. Stand by for a start. They're racing. Beginning fairly was Just a Dancer. Winning the start was Stormy Mick with Jeff's Ray in the middle, and on the outside Just a Dancer challenging for the front. Jeff's Ray tries to hold it out. 2 lengths third Stormy Mick, followed by Frisky Seeker and Pee Wee Dancer. Back on the fence Broombray Fox, Admiral's Daughter third last, and one of the last ones Blue Parrot. Down the back straight Just a Dancer went wide, and sailing up along the fence was Frisky Seeker. At the top turn Frisky Seeker assumes control by a length and a half on Jeff's Ray. Just a Dancer from Stormy Mick, Admiral's Daughter and Broombray Fox into the straight. It's all Frisky Seeker out by 5 lengths. Stormy Mick the second, but Frisky Seeker's a mile too good. Frisky Seeker wins by 6 seconds. Stormy Mick third, Just a Dancer, followed by Broombray Fox and Admiral's Daughter from Pee Wee Dancer, Jeff's Rain and Blue Parrot, one of the last ones in.
Oh, yes, once that greyhound assumed control.
At the 22.30, they're off. Wasn't a particularly good start, although they were all trotting. Totem Toto showing out and trying to head off shot over going to the first turn. I think he'll do so too. Totem Toto gets the full 4 metres clear and crosses shot over. 4 metres further back, Lynn's Choice away safely. Game D has dropped to the rails. Now deep out Finance Man will go forward, then Roman Rung in the centre, and back at the tail on settling down is another report. Into the straight they swing the first time, 2 1/4 laps left to run, and the favourite Finance Man's working overtime out 3 deep, where the leader is Totem Toto. Lynn's Choice is going to grab hold on it now, Cavallaro, and allow Finance Man to work around Lynn's Choice. No, he kicks up now as I speak, and they go to the judge because I think he's a bit worried Totem Toto's going to hand up, and I think it does happen. Yes, it does. So Finance Man worked to the front. Lead time 47.7. Finance Man now in front. Lynn's Choice tried to kick up, but couldn't quite do so. Now he's going to move up on the outside and apply some pressure to the leader. 6 metres further back now, Totem Toto, then Roman Rung on the outside, racing on a loose rein. 4 metres away then to shot over, a little awkwardly positioned in the small field. Moving up on the outside, another report, and down on the rails Game D. They're about to leave the back straight. They've got a lap and a half left to run, and it's Finance Man 2 or 3 metres clear. In second placing Lynn's Choice. Totem Toto in behind them, and 1 out and 1 back is Roman Rung. Then 4 metres away, 2 shot over on the rails, a couple away, another report, and 2 or 3 metres last of all as they swing into the straight was Game D. Gee, the first quarter of the last mile was running 30.5. As they straighten up for the bell, Finance Man is 2 metres clear. Lynn's Choice right up on the steel in second placing. Both these horses looking for Inter Dominion starts. In behind the leader, Totem Toto. Roman Rung's had a fairly good run in transit. Then shot over trying to ease off the rails here inside of another report, but he's broken shot over. He goes up in the air, and then Game D. They head to the back straight, 700 out. Second quarter, 31.9. Finance Man the leader. He hasn't had an easy run. Lynn's Choice at the moment looks to be going very well on the outside. Then 4 metres Totem Toto. Roman Rung tapped up, and now another report pulling wide down the back. Lynn's Choice applies the pressure now. Got 2, 3 metres clear on Finance Man. Totem Toto's into the clear. Another report pulling wide, and then Roman Rung off the back. Finance Man's battling back. Lynn's Choice led 1.5 metres. Finance Man won't be done with. Then Totem Toto. Out wide or another report Roman Rung, but they're not making ground on the turn. Lynn's Choice, so went the third quarter in 30.2. Got 3, 4 metres clear again now on Finance Man. This time she's got the upper hand. Then Totem Toto and another report, but an impressive debut and perhaps an Inter Dominion start now for Lynn's Choice. Wins 7 metres. Totem Toto second. Finance Man third. Then further back another report Roman Rung. He'll be improved by the outing. Clear of shot over and Game D. Top win.
Possibly a Inter Dominion start there for Lynn's Choice. A very, very good win tonight over number 3 and number 6 in the Game Morley Trotters Combined Stakes. Race 1 at Globe Derby tonight.
In the checks, racing, Beau Brute came out fairly well. Silver Brute on the outside won the start, and crossing Silver Brute leads Beau Brute at the first corner. Moving through to be third was Sir Clonic with Golden King on the inside, and then came a couple of lengths to Mocha moving through. Wide Woba Tide, Foxprint in trouble, Little Destructo last. Silver Brute leads on the corner. The favourite's gone to it, Beau Brute on the outside, then 2 lengths running on Sir Clonic and Mocha. Around the corner, Silver Brute leading from Beau Brute, wearing it down. Silver Brute's doing too well though, and Silver Brute comes away. Silver Brute wins from Beau Brute or Mocha on the outside. They were followed by Woba Tide, Golden King, Foxprint. Further back in the field, Little Destructo and Sir Clonic was last. Silver Brute leading all the way in the opening event of the night. Came out beautifully out of the 8 box, crossed and led.
Bell will miss it about 6 metres. Lyndon Skipper was momentarily inconvenienced. He's back about 10 metres and away they go, and Stevie Ray bounded away very quickly. He leads early from on the outside, My Handsome Fella. Going forward 3 out as Pinball Machine. Jack Bell now makes ground to be 4th out of the straight, and up on the outside is Gambit Girl. Then Nitronamo. 6 metres to Priceless Kin, followed by Golden Rain. Second last is Motorship about 12 metres away, and Lyndon Skipper is last. Stevie Ray at the 1600 clearly in front by 4 metres. Jack Bell now settles down second behind the leader. Third the outside Pinball Machine. My Handsome Fella, he's 50, has the cover early as Priceless Kin pulls out early. Then Nitronamo on the rail, 6 metres to Gambit Girl on the outside of Golden Rain. Then Motorship a further 12 metres away, and 8 metres away Lyndon Skipper. Coming off the top turn, the leader narrowly Stevie Ray by a metre. Priceless Kin now travelled up into second placing. 2 metres away third Jack Bell. Fourth on the outside Pinball Machine. Fifth on the rail is Nitronamo. 2 metres to My Handsome Fella. He's inclined to pull, travels 3 back on the outside. On his back in turn Gambit Girl. On the rail is Golden Rain, followed by Motorship and Lyndon Skipper. One off the rail is last. They've got a lap to go in the straight. The leader is Stevie Ray. The filly by 2 metres to Priceless Kin. Jack Bell the leader's back. Pinball Machine the outside. 3 back on the rail is Nitronamo. 2 metres to My Handsome Fella. Then Golden Rain the inside of Gambit Girl, followed by Motorship, and 4 metres away Lyndon Skipper. There's virtually been no change from the outset, leaving the straight towards the 750. From last now Lyndon Skipper. He pulls out 3 wide, so My Handsome Fella in a stride will pull to the outside. They race towards the 600 down the back at Stevie Ray. She's had a nice run by a metre to Priceless Kin. My Handsome Fella, he now lets loose, he pulls to the outside. Jack Bell's had a good run behind the leader. Pinball Machine has gone. Then Nitronamo. Golden Rain now sees daylight. It pulls out. Gambit Girl's under pressure, and 10 metres to Motorship and Lyndon Skipper. At the 400 before the turn, My Handsome Fella, he's racing 3 out. He raced up on the outside to put his nose in front of Priceless Kin. Stevie Ray has gone. Then Pinball Machine. Golden Rain is getting out, running home, followed by Gambit Girl, but My Handsome Fella, he comes to the 184 metres in front. Golden Rain gets into second placing, running a big race on the outside of the 120. My Handsome Fella 2 metres in front. Golden Rain is trying very hard. He's all class, My Handsome Fella. Golden Rain went roughly for a stride or two, and My Handsome Fella too good. My Handsome Fella wins by 4 metres to Golden Rain. 8 metres away third Pinball Machine. He stuck on well. Then Priceless Kin. In behind them came Nitronamo, followed by Gambit Girl. Then Jack Bell, Motorship, Lyndon Skipper, and last in after leading was Stevie Ray.
2:10.7 they race to at Moonee Valley. Number 2, the winner, My Handsome Fella.
$1.70 in favourite, Jeff Action. Go racing in the last on the card. No Chaperone and Wong's Invader both out the back early, and Laudanum's got no pace. Settling down, Goodbye Ronald, wider out going forward to join Major Man. Away well as Satan's Lad, and gathering pace, Real Magic on the rail. A couple of lengths away, Roy's Bonanza down on the inside of Yulganji Gold, and going forward Mega Top, Wong's Invader. Jeff Action well back down the side, and they're being followed in turn by Laudanum, Jungle Master, and No Chaperone last of all. At the 600 they travel. Goodbye Ronald, a length on Satan's Lad, Major Man, Real Magic, Mega Top wide, Yulganji Golden, Roy's Bonanza go together. Jeff Action held up, right around him Wong's Invader, then Laudanum and Jungle Master. They're a mile off the leader, and No Chaperone at the rear. Around the corner, into the straight, Satan's Lad, join Goodbye Ronald, followed by Major Man, Real Magic, Megatop, Wong's Invader, and Jeff Action got held up. Yulganji Gold back in the middle. Satan's Lad the leader. Here's Megatop on the outside. Satan's Lad and Megatop have come together. Satan's Lad, Megatop, they hit the line. I don't know. Satan's Lad and Nose maybe over Megatop, but I don't know. Laudanum flew to run third. Yulganji Gold or Jeff Action for fourth. Jeff Action unlucky. He got chopped off on the bend. Then Wong's Invader, Real Magic, Jungle Master, Major Man, No Chaperone. Goodbye Ronald, Pat Love, and last is Roy's Bonanza.
OK, we'll show you this replay. Penrith are almost set. Maitland.
Was Larissa Bale over Cape Cloud, and on the outside Fox's Fortune, TP Princess and Stage Brush Sam. It's hard and tough to the first turn, but TP Princess strong enough to get around them. A couple collided back through the field. Easy Era and Stage Brush Sam. This leaves TP Princess 3 in front. Fox's Fortune second, 4 lengths third. Cape Cloud followed by Larissa Bale, 2 Trojan Flies from Easy Era and 5 last Stage Brush Sam. But around the home turn, it's TP Princess 3 in front. Fox's Fortune battling on, but TP Princess for the money. TP Princess by 2, Fox's Fortune second, 8 lengths away third was...
OK, 163 there as we pick up Ned Wilshire. Maitland.
Without cover, G'day, followed then by Beckadoo and Ironbark Warrior. Dancing Light was next from Muckalee Kid, moving around the outside of Dan's Court, and Frida Dream brought up the rear. They leave the back and commence the run around the corner, and the leader with Tallerwood Princess by a length and a half to Stenographer Girl. Billy Clay was next, fourth on the outside, G'day. They were followed by Beckadoo and Ironbark Warrior, Dancing Light, Muckalee Kid, and the last pair were Dan's Court and Frida Dream. In this order, they cast the home turn astern and make the run down towards the judge, where they'll have 2 to go, and Tallerwood Princess doing it nicely out in front over Stenographer Girl third, G'day, followed by Billy Clay. Ironbark Warrior with the run of the race at this stage in advance of Beckadoon and Muckalee Kid together. Next was Frida Dream from Dancing Light, and Dan's Court brought up the rear. Over towards the 600 peg they travel, and no change in the order. It's Tallerwood Princess the leader. 3 parts of a length now to G'day, who's moved up around the outside of Stenographer Girl. In behind them Ironbark Warrior. Next was Billy Clay, being followed by Muckalee Kid, Beckadoon, Frida Dream, Dancing Light. And still Dan's Court was last, casting the 400 peg astern and making the run to the corner, a lap and a quarter before them. And Tallerwood Princess the leader. 3 parts of a length to G'day, third on the rail. Stenographer Girl being followed along then by Ironbark Warrior. Billy Clay, Muckalee Kid in behind those from Beckadoon, Frida Dream, and the last pair Dancing Light and Dan's Court. They cast the home turn astern and make the run of the judge with 750 left to travel, and Tallerwood Princess the leader over G'day, Stenographer Girl third on the rail. In behind them was Ironbark Warrior, followed then by Billy Clay, Muckalee Kid, Beckadoon in a pocket on the rail. Next was Frida Dream from Dan's Court and Dancing Light, 600 out, and the leader was Tallerwood Princess, a length to G'day, followed by Stenographer Girl. Ironbark Warrior, Billy Clay, Muckalee Kid now going out after him, followed by Beckadoon. Dancing Light making a run from the tail of the field, and last of all was Dan's Court, 500 out, and Tallerwood Princess the leader, and next to G'day, third Ironbark Warrior from Stenographer Girl. Muckalee Kid, one moving around it, Dancing Light in behind those now, Beckadoon from Billy Clay, and Dan's Court brought up the rear, 300 out, and Tallerwood Princess the leader over G'day, Ironbark Warrior. Muckalee Kid now putting in its claim, followed by Stenographer Girl, Frida Dream and Dancing Light in the straight. Tallerwood Princess was clear, G'day's gone. Ironbark Warrior, Frida Dream and Muckalee Kid flying home, but Tallerwood Princess too good. Beat Ironbark Warrior, Frida Dream third, followed then by G'day, Muckalee Kid. Stenographer Girl, Billy Clay, Beckadoon, Dancing Light and Dan's Court last in.
3, 9 and 10 there across the line. Number 3, Tallerwood Princess over number 9, Ironbark Warrior, and number 10, Frida Dream there in race number 4.
Favourites galloping as they hit the turn. He's missed it. Lights on, racing. Albert Henry, Old Tarbox, Fairburn, I'm a Big Noise and Majestic Nero all came out very quickly. Fairburn the first to split the line, and he'll lead on the first bend. Old Tarbox second, Majestic Nero third, I'm a Big Noise fourth, and Albert Henry was left 3 deep. Des Staccato goes up in the centre. Roustabout on the rail, and then El Dex, Franco Adam and Little Rufus. 2.5 to King Centre, who's last of the main group, and Black Jaguars 40 metres metres away at the tail of the field. Fairburn the leader at the 1700 metres mark. Old Tarbox went up deep to tackle him. Albert Henry was about to make a line of 3, but then the driver grabbed hold. He went looking for the back of Old Tarbox. Majestic Nero beat him to the punch. So Albert Henry still left out in the boondocks, and he'll slide up into the death, and Old Tarbox will get the sweet seat. And at the 1400 metres mark, with the lead time left behind them in 36 neat, Albert Henry has a crack for the lead. Albert Henry, 1 deep, draws 3/4 in front of Fairburn, who won't surrender the rail. 2 to Old Tarbox on the outside of Roustabout. 1 to Majestic Nero. I'm a Big Noise 3 wide, working forward around the 1200 metres corner. Franco Adam on the fence, and then Des Ducato, followed by Little Rufus wide and rushing forward. Aldex about to tag.